Thanks for joining us for Understanding Real Estate with Realtor Becky Cobb of West Cobb Alliance, part of the ReeceNichols Real Estate Group in Neosho.
So, Becky, as a real estate agent, how do you handle it if one of your clients receives multiple offers?
That can be a good problem, but also a tough problem. One of the basics I like to do when we have multiple offers for a seller is we just basically do a spreadsheet and highlight all of the pertinent information about each offer, because sometimes, when you're shuffling paper in front of people, you can't really see what the difference is. So with our sellers, we'll always go through it very clearly and make sure that they know what the benefits and the downfalls are of any particular offer. That way they can make a clear choice of how they want to proceed when they have multiple offers. And then realtors have lots of different ways. Some will want to do highest and best. Some are just going to counter to maybe the offer they think is best, or just go ahead and accept an offer. So there's lots of options that a seller will have in that situation.
So, Becky, we're here into a holiday season now. Is this a good time to sell a home?
It can be. One of the things about this time of year is people's homes are usually decorated nicely. And so if you're a home seller, we would say less is more, but go ahead and decorate for Christmas, because that gives your home a very nice, warm, and cozy feel. So that is one thing that you can do to help sell your home during this time period. The other thing is to recognize that people that are looking in November, December, January, these are serious home buyers. They're not just out on a lark. They are ready to buy, and they have less to choose from. So your home is going to stand out more because, hey, the inventory is low. These buyers need to find a place. They need to move. So yes, leave your home on the market during this time of year and jazz it up for Christmas.
So, Becky, for this morning, is mortgage debt a sign of a housing market crash?
No, it's really not. Right now, most of our homeowners have quite a bit of equity in their homes, especially if they've owned their home prior to 2021. They should have a significant amount of equity in their home, even if they still have a mortgage. Yes, mortgage rates are at an all-time high, or their mortgage debt, I should say, is at an all-time high. But according to Keeping Current Matters, high equity makes it less likely for homeowners to face foreclosures because they have more options. If someone struggles to make their mortgage payments, they could potentially sell their house and still come out ahead. So that's just one thing to remember. Part of the crisis we had in 2008 was that a lot of people owed more on their house than what they were going to be able to get out of their house and selling it. We don't have that issue now. So most people, if you are struggling, you should still be able to sell your home and come out either break even or ahead.
So, Becky, the economy's been tough lately. Some people worry that we're back in a situation like 2008. But what market conditions are different now as opposed to back then?
So one of the things that we need to realize is most people do have a good amount of equity in their homes, and most people are employed. One of the things in the last crisis is the unemployment was much, much higher. And so, if you don't have a job, you can't make your mortgage payment, you owe more than what you're going to get out of your house. All of those things led to that 2008 economic crisis. Right now, we're at a more stable market. People that are employed, they have lower interest rates on their homes, most of them. And so, according to Keeping Current Matters, the bottom line is there will not be a huge wave of distressed sales as happened in 2008, because that's not the same market conditions that we have. So I would say don't worry about it. I know people always think, hey, we're going to crash. It's hard to get that 2008 out of your mind. But there aren't really indicators right now that we need to worry about that.
So, Becky, you know the four-state area. What kind of loan programs are available in this area?
So we have some really good loan programs available. And, of course, I would always recommend that you talk to a local lender to find out what will work for you. But just some of the basics you may hear. Lots of times in our area, you're going to hear about RD. RD stands for Rural Development. It is a 100% financing option for home buyers, not just first-time home buyers. It's if you qualify based on your income and your credit credit scores. A lot of people who would think that they would not be, like they may think they're overqualified for it, would probably qualify for a rural development loan in our area. So that's always a good one to ask your lender about. Another one you hear a lot about across the country is FHA. FHA is a loan program that will usually require you put 3.5% down. And so if you've got something saved, that may be the way to go. And then there's VA, which is also a 100% financing option, so no down payment. And another one that is available in our area, depending on your qualifications and your needs, is perhaps if you don't qualify for rural development, there's what they call MHDC program, and that is a down payment assistance program. So talk with your local lender, but there are lots of options. Don't just decide we can't buy a house now because we haven't saved up 20%. There's a whole lot of ways to get into a house without 20% down.
If you would like to know more about understanding real estate, you may contact Becky Cobb at 417-592-3245 of the West Cobb Alliance, your realtors for life. Find out more on the web at neosho.homes.